Hey guys, so I want you to have a mat or something cushiony to sit on because we're going to do some stuff on the floor today. I'm just going to go with what I have because it doesn't bother me. But so I just want to tell you that I want you to have one weight. I'm going with a 15-pound weight today. And make sure you have your water because we're going to do some chest exercises. We're going to do some back exercises. Okay, so we're going to mix it up. Do a little bit of lower body in between. So just be ready to be getting up and down a good amount. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You can set your watch on your workout if you want to. You want to track that, and what I'm going to have you do is we're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, stretch it out, alternate sides. Basically what you're doing is you should feel a stretch in the hamstrings, keeping the leg as straight as possible as you kick forward, where we are opening up the hips here as well as warming up the shoulder by moving the arms. Feel anything that feels uncomfortable at any point, you can always holler. Let me know in the Facebook group, and we can try to troubleshoot, figure out what's going on. All right, release here. I want you to go into a wide leg stance. Toes are turned out. We're going to reach down and go up overhead for a nice good stretch. If you hear my dogs, they're running around and playing today. All right, release here. We're just getting ourselves a little warmed up, so I want you to step back and pull in. Let's just let those arms come in front at chest height. You can always check your heart rate. It's a good, indicator of how hard you're working. You feel like you want to challenge yourself, you can always increase the weights that you're using. You can increase the length of time that you're working out. You can increase the speed of your movement. As long as it does not compromise your form, you can go quicker, okay? So those are just a couple of things that will help to increase your heart rate or increase your calorie burn. Make things a little bit more challenging for you if you've been doing this a while with me. All right, let's go ahead and release here. So I want you to go ahead and grab your weight. So I'm going to come down on the ground and have a seat. So you notice I'm holding my weight on the back side of my wrist if you have a kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, you're just going to put it in the palm of your hand. I want you to lay back, legs are up, and you're going to take that elbow out to the side for a chest press. Okay, chin retraction. The key here is to keep your core nice and stable and not rock to the side as you lower that weight. Two more for me. All right, go ahead and you can lower your legs if you need to in between. We're not gonna wait a long time. We're going to go straight into the other side. You do your chin retraction so that you're also stabilizing your core. Keep that breathing going. Almost there. One more. And release. Okay, so I want those feet to come down, and then we're gonna go into a bridge. You're gonna hold that weight on each side or lengthwise with the dumbbell. Raise up into a bridge. I want you to take those arms back overhead and then bring it back up over your chest. You exhale here. Keep that breathing going. Push those hips up as high as you can, squeezing your booty. So we're working pretty much every muscle group in the body right now that's activated. You will feel this in your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes. You'll feel your abs engaged. Your back is working. Your arms are working. Last pullover, lower it down. I want you to roll to the side, come up to a seated position. Now, I'm gonna challenge you a bit here. I want you to get the motion and your posture first before you add the weight, but the weight's gonna get added in. So, grab behind the knees, come up nice and tall. This is how I want you to be as far as your spine goes. Now, if you sit it back just a little bit, spine is still straight, but you're balancing on your booty here, okay? So we can come here, weight goes in front of you, and you're gonna reach up and down, okay? If you need the heels down on the ground and reach up and down, you can do it that way. All right, so ready? Chin retraction, nice and tall. Lift up and back. If you want to challenge yourself, bringing those heels up, you're gonna notice, you know, you have a little bit of instability. You see me moving slightly. The idea here is to keep the body, the torso, nice and tall and straight. So you don't want rounding of the back taking place, okay? So you lean back slightly to counterbalance. This makes it more challenging, makes you use your core a lot more. And we're gonna release here, lower down. Now, what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna add in a crunch. So I want you to take it back again. We're gonna use this weight. Legs can be bent. You're going to lower down and crunch forward. Weight goes in front, just a little extension of the arms, and curl back. One more crunch. All right, we're gonna roll over. Come on up. So let's grab that weight. And what I want you to do here is we're just gonna do squats. Feet are a little bit more than shoulder width apart. You're gonna do your chin retraction. Sit your butt back lower. Push through your feet to come up. Good job. Exhale on the way up. 3 more. Last time. Good. You can grab a sip of water here. You shouldn't feel like extremely exerted at this point because we've been on the floor. All right. We're going to go back down on the floor again. This time we're going to change things or add a little bit of extra movement in to challenge you a little bit more if you need it. But if not, simply legs going up with the elbow going out to the side. With that chest press, we're going for 15 on each side. If you want to add some extra movement, we're going to drop opposite leg down about halfway and bring it up. Now, this is really challenging your core here. Okay, so you don't want any movement, you don't want any pooching of the ab muscles, like doming upward. So exhale. You can kind of lift up and look, which will challenge your abs even more by lifting the head up. But if that bothers your neck, just lower back down. Almost there. Last one. Now I'm gonna just drop my legs, switching hands, getting adjusted. Bring everything back up and then get right into it. Remember, you don't have to add the leg, but if you want to, you can. Exhale as you drop. Help yourself to stabilize. This one's a bent leg. A lot of people aren't going to have that major control of the core to be able to keep the back from lifting up off the ground if you do a full leg out and come up, okay? So bent leg down. All right, last one. All right, drop those legs. I'm actually gonna rotate here and come down. So you're going to lift up into a bridge position, chin retraction, so your whole core area is activated and tight. Weight goes back overhead, and then we pull forward. Exhale as you come back up. If your hips start to drop, push back up, squeeze tight. Good job, you guys. Keep on going. Reminder to push those hips back up. We're almost there. Remember, I want you to go at the pace that's comfortable for you. I don't want you to be like trying to be super speedy with it. All right, release and lower down. But just really feel those muscles working and feel like you're challenging yourself, okay? All right, so we're gonna do that press up, balancing here. So if you wanna get that adjustment, come nice and tall Become nice and tall, and then you can get your balance leaning back. Of course, if you need that weight. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. We're gonna go ahead and start, and I'm gonna transition into different modifications. So you can be here, nice and tall, pressing up. You can bring those heels up, press up. You can extend a leg out. Oop, alternating sides. Don't knock your head off your head. This takes a lot of focus. Last one up. Okay, good. Lower down. I'm actually gonna grab this towel back behind me. Okay. So we're lowering down for that crunch here, all right? So legs are bent. You lower down, that waist is over your chest. You're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, crunch up, extend those arms just slightly, and then curl that weight back. Good job. Keep that breathing going. 10, 11, 12, let's go to 15. Last one. Okay, now you're gonna roll to the side and sit up, come right up for me, and I want you to go into those squats. So get your position, wide legs, chin retraction, you're nice and tall. Sit down, push up through those feet. So I'm taking you just a little bit of transition time from one exercise to the next. We take a breather, grab water in between the set of exercises that we're doing. So challenge yourself to keep moving. So it takes about 10 to 15 seconds to go from one exercise to the other, with the exception of our chest press. We go from one side to the other because we're really working opposite sides of the body at that point. And last squat, set that weight down, grab your water. So still for me, my heart rate's at 150 beats per minute. I think that's pretty good for what we're doing. So if your heart rate is really, really low, that means your body has some difficulty warming itself up, and you probably have a very, very low metabolism. And I will be posting information in the group as far as things that you can do, things that you can eat to help with a sluggish metabolism, to help your body warm itself up a lot better, to be able to expend that energy a lot easier, okay? So we're going down on the ground for one more round, all right? So I'll go at a different angle so you can see me, because I like to change positions. I like for you to see different angles that are worked. Now we're doing that chest press again. So you can stay here, or you can extend extend the opposite leg and come back up. Just remember, you want your torso to be flat to the ground, not lifting up. Almost there. Remember your breathing. All right, last one. Okay, lower it down. Let's switch sides. Bring it back up. Again, you can stay here if you want, or add that leg into it. Almost there. You have 2 more. And release. Bring those legs down. Take that time to position the weight, feet in, really close to the booty, chin retraction. Weight is up overhead, hips go up. Exhale as you bring that weight up over your chest. Really work on that exhale, getting the abdominal engagement. You'll notice that if you exhale until you have no more breath to breathe out, you get really, really great ab muscle contraction. And we will release down here. Weight comes down. Come on up into that seated position. Okay. So we're gonna go here, nice and tall. Remember, you're gonna be nice and tall. You can lean back slightly, keeping those heels down. Alternating, leg out or keep it here. You can also bring the heels up. Really just pay attention to what you're doing with your spine. Notice I exhale as I go up. Sorry, flies on me. Around my diffuser, keep these flies away. We're gonna do one more and release. Oh goodness. A little bit of a breather. We're gonna lay it back here. And so you lay back, weight is on your chest. You can extend those legs out just slightly if you want to. Exhale, extend that weight forward. Have 2 more crunches. Hold just a little bit. Set that weight down and come on up. All right, this is the last exercise. You're gonna take those legs wide, chin retraction nice and tall. Sit your butt back. Push through the feet, push the hips forward. Keep that breathing going. Last one. All right. Set that weight down, grab a sip of water. Okay. So what I want you to do here is we're just gonna knee hug, straighten that opposite leg, nice squeeze. Let that leg down, go over to the opposite side. If you need to, you have something to stabilize with, that's perfectly fine as well. We're gonna alternate here. Bring it up. So what this does is when you squeeze the glutes on the opposite leg, it releases your hip flexors. So you're able to get more of a stretch on the opposite side. You're able to release and lift that leg up further. All right. Let's go into a split lunge position. Back leg is pretty straight. You're going to drop down, bending the front knee. You should feel that coming up into the hip, okay? If you're really super tight in the hip flexors, you're gonna feel that. Then that same side, the leg that's back. This is left leg, left arm. Arm goes straight up. Flex the wrist. Fingertips come back down towards the ground, best you can. Nice deep breath. All right, slowly release the arm. Bring that back leg in. Switch sides. Hips are facing forward. Bend that front leg. Arm comes up. Flex the wrist. Fingertips come down towards the floor best you can. It's pretty hard to get that much range of motion. Whoop. And then whenever you look around, you might lose your balance, like I just did. So arm, bicep up by the ear as much as you can. Breathe into it. And release the arm. Release the leg. I want you just to take it down to the floor. Hang, relax the body, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax your neck. You can go gently one side to the other. Now I want you to press into your lumbar spine, slowly going out to the thoracic spine, rounding it up, pushing into each vertebrae, going all the way up to the cervical vertebrae in your neck, and coming on up. You guys did amazing, awesome job. Let me know how you did in the Facebook group.